Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. We are continuing our series of Shiurim in the Siddur Olas Re'iyah of Maran Rav Zatzal. We are now in the bracha of Ozer, Yisrael, Bi-Gvura, and this shiur is dedicated for bracha ba'atzlacha, Yitzchakenu ben Chana, Maratana Miriam bas Chana, and also the refuas Rachel Frudel bas Dvar Peril, and Rav Shalom Ruven ben Shima, and Chava Sarah bas Ita Dvora, and Rav Chaim Dov ben Reis Shoshana. They should all have bracha ba'atzlacha and Brios Hashlema. So we say Ozer Yisrael Bi-Gvura, he girds the Jewish people, Israel, with strength. What does this bracha mean? Says the Rav, Gvura miyuchedeti, Gvuratam shel Yisrael. The Gvura of the Jewish people is a very special Gvura. Gvura mitztayenet lo bekibushim shemechabshim et achirim. This is not a Gvura that is unique, that is noteworthy, in that we capture others, machni'im otam, we subjugate others, o me'abdim otam, or we destroy others, ela gvura shebi'ikara hikshura b'kibush she'adam kovesh et atzmo. Primarily, we are talking here about a gvura that a person captures himself, that a person conquers himself. Gvurat haneshama ha'elokit. It is about curbing your urges, conquering your physical desires. That is the Jewish Gvura. The Gvura of the godly soul. Haruach ha'atzili shel ha'adam. First he talks about the neshama, then he talks about the ruach. Rav Kook's words are always replete with Kabbalistic allusions, most of which I don't understand. I wouldn't say most of which I don't understand. I would say all of which I don't understand. But here he discusses the neshama and the ruach, haruach ha'atzili shel ha'adam, the noble spirit of man, shemechabesh et hagufa be'emi vet ta'avotav hagasot vehaso'arot. The man is able, the Jewish person, is able to capture, to conquer his physical body and his crude, crass, stormy, base desires and lusts. Gvurat erech apayim hatov migibor umoshel berucho miloched ir, referring to the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos, Ezu gibor hakovesh es Yisrael. And then they quote the pasuk that better is somebody who conquers his spirit than somebody who captures a city. So we Jews are not excited about physical prowess that you're able to sublimate others, but rather our Gvura is a Gvura of being able to conquer your own desires. Like they say in modern Hebrew, ugever. What does it mean, ugever? So in modern Hebrew it means he's a macho man, he's a tough guy. But in Judaism it means Vegeber is Rashi Tevos, Gom lechasadim, Baishanim, and Rachmanim. Those are the three traits of the Jew, that we do chesed, we are bashful, and we are compassionate. So that's the Gever. So we're talking here about Gvura. The Gvura is not that I'm able to beat anybody else up, but rather that I'm able to control my own urges. Zoti Gvura ha'ezora Yisrael. That is the Gvura, the power that girds the Jewish people. Hane'ota liyesod hamusar hatahor v'haramat elko shel ha'adam b'yitrono min habeima. That is fitting for the foundation of the pure ethics and the raising of the value of man in his being, in his superiority to behemoths. Man is not an animal. That is one lesson that Judaism tries to teach us and instill in us. So we might believe it and know it, but the ikar is to live it. To live this notion that we are not animals, and therefore we're able to control our urges. So when you read about what goes on in the world, it's in the newspaper anyway, it's not always about people who are controlling themselves. The Hamevin Yavin. So we Jews, b'siyata d'shmaya, that is our hallmark. Not that every Jew does it, but that is our purpose in this world, to show the world how we are controlling ourselves, that we are greater than the animals who just live based on instinct. The Gemara says that they would say this bracha when they would put on their belt. So the idea of the belt is, in the olden days, that's how they would get ready for war. He's girding his loins. So the Gemara says that when he puts on his belt, he says this bracha, to empower him with more energy, strength. So in other words, it's not, the war here is not against others, but it's ourselves, that we're able to separate the higher part of us. So we separate between the lower part of man and the upper part of man, that the upper part of man should be in control. ביסוד גזע קדושת נשמתה, המאירה לכל אחד מאישיה בהדרת כבודה, היינו מברכים לאוזר ישראל בגבורה. So we have this pure power, this feeling of holiness, this elevated desire for this Gvura shel Mala, this elevated Gvura of power, and this good chelek that's special for Klalus Ha'umah in the foundation of the root of its holy soul that shines in each of its people in the splendor of its glory. We make the bracha of Ozer Yisrael Bi-Gvura. So that's the Ozer Yisrael Bi-Gvura. When you make that bracha, you can have special kavanah, but now you are going to control your urges. You can start with breakfast, and then the whole day, not to be a slave to your desires. Next bracha is Oter Yisrael Bisifara. HaTiferet, he crowns the Israel with glory. HaTiferet ha'elyonah, he Tiferet ruach ha'elyon. של אור השכל האלוהי, הכשרת רוח הקודש של אומה קדושה זו, שהיא כולה שקויה בתללי אורות של קדושת הנבואה, המושרשת בסגולתה, בשכלה הבהיר המלא ברוחה העצמי, המאיר את דרכה, לדעת באופייה פנימי ידיעה עצמית מקורית, את השם כל אמת. So this glory, what's the glory of the Jewish people? The glory of the highest spirit, that in light of the godly intellect, that prepares the Ruach HaKodesh, the divine spirit of this holy nation, that is filled with the lights of the holiness of prophecy, that is rooted in our special, unique gifts and talents, with a pure seichel that is filled with its own spirit, that shines its way to know in its internal nature and in a deep, intimate knowledge of God, the God of truth, to the point, ad kedei, nisiat degel kodesh zeh. It helps us to read these words. It's mamish. If Koach was about Ruach HaKodesh, and this is all written by Ruach HaKodesh, so when you read these words, it's mamish like you're getting a little bit in your own soul. Ad kedei nisiat degel kodesh zeh, shehi teferet kol havaya kula, birama le'enei kol afsei aretz, to the point of raising this holy flag, which is a glory of all of existence, all of creation, high up to the eyes of all the edges of the land. Zoti ateret hateferet hamiyuchada liYisrael, נתונה בטבע מקודש של ברכת השם החופפת על ראשנו, שבשביל כך יש מקום לכיסוי הראש בתכונת המוסר הקדוש של ישראל. Like the Gemara says, that when do you make the bracha of Ozer Yisrael Bi-Gvura? When he put his head covering on. That's when he would make Ozer Yisrael Bi-Gvura. That's when you make, Oter Yisrael Bisifara, Ki Paris Sudra Al Reisha. So the Ozer Yisrael Bi-Gvura is when he puts on his belt, and when he puts on his sudar, the turban that they used to wear, that is Oter Yisrael Bisifara. He crowns the Jewish people with glory. So that is the special glory, in other words, is on the head. What is the head of the Jewish people? That's the place of the pure Seichel, of Ruach HaKodesh, yes, of Nevuah, Netuna b'teva mukudash shel birkat Hashem achofefet al roshenu. We have this holy nature of the blessing of God that dwells on our heads, and because of that, we're so makbid on this kisui rosh, v'harot al atzilut miyuchedet, this special nobility, hashruya b'seichel ha'yisraeli b'fnimiyuto, that is dwelling on the holy Jewish intellect in deep inside. Ha'odef b'yitrono ala seichel ha'tiv'i. So there's the seichel ha'yisraeli, the special Jewish seichel, that of Ruach HaKodesh, that of Nevuah, that is superior to the natural seichel, asher l'chol adam ba'asher hu adam, that everybody has, every human being has, ba'al seichel hagioni levado, she'en ba'oto ha'pe'er ha'elyon ha'mitztayim b'tiferet Yisrael. Yeah, he has a seichel. Yes, he's studying physics at MIT, but that doesn't give him the pe'er elyon, this elevated divine glory that the Jewish people excel at. Am zu yatzarti liti lati yisaperu. As Isaiah said, and then Gimel Chav Aleph, I created this nation, and they would relate my praises. V'shizel hodenu v'adarat kvodenu, that is our splendor, our glory, and we bless Oter Yisrael Bisifara. So we have to remember we're making this bracha about the special Jewish intellect that's designed to be zocha, even though we're not right now, but that's designed to be zocha to nevuah, and not just the regular intellect of being able to figure out when we do the New York Times crossword puzzle, but to have Ruach HaKodesh, and even to the point of nevuah, and that's what we are blessing Hashem for. We move on to the next bracha. Hanosein La-yaef Koach, you give the tired Koach. Niflo Koach hanafshi, hanatun b'tochiyuta shel haneshama. Wondrous is the internal, the power of the soul that is placed deep inside the soul. Haminatzeh, well, here it talks about the nefesh and the neshama, which are two different parts of the soul. The koach hanafshi, the power of the nefesh, which is more external, that is placed within the depths of the neshama, which is deeper, more elevated. Haminatzeh al tchunat hachayim umefalez et darkei hanaga shel melechet ha'adam b'chol mishtarav v'tochen elilotav, that leads the quality, the nature of life, and makes its path of behavior, of the work of man in all of his deeds and actions. Gam kishahachulsha goveret, even when a person is feeling very weak. Kishahakochot hativi'im al pi tchunatam hagufanit megi'im lidei mashber, when the natural kochos, based on their physical qualities, come to a breaking point. Al yedei hamichsholim harabim ha'umdim negdam, through all of the stumbling blocks that stand in their way. Gam kshahamachshirim et hakochot, gam kshahamachshirim et hakochot hagufaniyim lemefalam hamalei motzim kokach harbe miniyot ve'ikuvim, even when those preparations for the physical powers to do everything that they're able to do find so many things blocking them, so many things preventing them. Gam az mofiahu b'chesed el gibor tamim de'im, with the chesed of God, of complete knowledge. Zerem chayim ruchaniyim mehamakor ha'elyon shel haneshama, a zerem, a flow of spiritual life from the highest root of the soul. Hamechadesh ruach Bi-Gvura, that renews a spirit of strength. V'noten koach chadash le'amal hachayim u'lemif'aloteihem hamagamatiyot, that gives new koach to the toil of life and for all of the goals and purposes of our actions. Zeu ha'koach eloki hanatun b'matnat shakai midei adon kol haneshamot liyitzurav hachosim b'tzel knafav la'amod lahem be'et klot kocham. This is the godly power that's given with the gift of God from the hand of the master of all the souls to his creations that take refuge in the shadow of his wings, to stand for them, to be there for them when they lose their koach. In other words, what the Rebbe is saying here is that yes, sometimes our body is just kaput, finished, geendigt, ein koach, and then the neshama is able to come in, step to the plate, as they say in contemporary English, colloquial English, and do the job and give that goof its koach. In other words, the person has no koach. La-yaef, God gives la-yaef, he's tired. Mitzad the goof, he's tired, he can't move. But it's the neshama that gets to work. Va'ad zikna anihu, va'ad seva ani esbol. Until old age I am him, until elderliness I will take this burden. That a person has this tremendous kochos, that no matter what is the state of his body, but when the soul is activated, tremendous things can happen. The Metzudas Sion says that Seva is even older than Zikna. And he says, Va'ad Zikna kamoshen esasiosam, me'isesam mibeten, and esosam ad Zikna v'adi me'aseva esbolosam al shichmi, moshe yisi bezrasam e'az ken eyad olam, that I'll be there for them forever. So God gives us this power in our neshama that even until old age, and you see this, you see people like, the Yoshev and Steinman and Gershon and Panovich, who's Elstein, who's now 96, and they were above 100. Shacha was above 100. And they were just like regular young people, regular Seder Hayom, not like young people, much more power. Still going on 2 hours of sleep, barely eating anything. That's the power of the neshama that can take this super tired body and give it tremendous kochos. So we thank God for that capacity that we have, that he gave us to empower our neshamas, that our neshamas can empower our gufs. Ve'al kliyat ha'ma'ayan hazeh, ha'mefakeh ve'oleh, להזרים חיים ועוצמה, גם בעת אשר הכוח החומרי כבר בעד גבול של החלישות והעייפות. אנו מברכים הנותן la-yaef koach. And for this wonder that flows within our lives, that when chomrius is finished, the ruchnius is able to step in, that we thank God. Hanosein la-yaef, God, you give the person who's so tired, that you give him koach. That's very, very beautiful. Baruch Hashem, we zoch to learn 3 brachas, and we have obviously tons more to do. Obviously, the ikr is that this should come with a maisa, that we should be able to daven with more kavanah, more meaning. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.